Chad Simmons of FoxSportsScout.com out here in Augusta, Georgia, Academy of Richmond, right?
Yes,
and most think it's a private school. It's a public school right here in downtown Augusta, in the city. 2014 defensive lineman Willie Yarbary, Indiana commit. Let's talk about that first. You went there in June.
Yes, sir.
You had the offer prior to that. You wanted to see what it was like. You knew you had interest in them.
Oh, yes, sir.
What stood out to you there? What really prompted you to commit, at that time?
It was just a good feeling. It was like from the coaches to the players. When I met with them and everything, I got to spend the day with them and everything, just to have that feeling of the campus life and everything. And then like I met a lot of the other recruits and everything, and someone that committed and everything. And they were just cool people.
What have you learned about Indiana football, over the past couple of months?
Indiana football, they play in the Big Ten. It's a good vibe and everything. And I remember the coaches, they say we come there, they can promise us two things. You're going to get a good education, and then you're going to be in a locker room full of good people. So you ain't got to worry about anything, things like that.
You mentioned education here. That's a big deal to you and your mom.
Yeah.
You're in the IB program, which is above AP courses. You could go into college, already having some major credits.
Yes, sir.
With this program. How much did that play into it, the education that Indiana, offers? Did that help them as well?
Oh, yes, sir. Indiana's, it's like top in the top 10, I know, for their business and everything. And it's just a worldwide school for academics and things like that. So if I go there, I know I can get a good education and come out with a degree in some sort of fashion.
Who is the main coach you've developed the best relationship with?
The main coach is my recruiting coach, Coach Fabris, and he's my position coach also. So it was just good linking up with him and everything. So he was motivating me and everything, and then able to like teach me things that like I'm weakness on, and it just like I always stayed in touch with him since he was my recruiting coach and everything.
What was your first impression when you got a chance to talk to him up at Indiana and talk to him probably over the phone now? I mean, he's coaching at the University of Georgia. He knows this area.
Oh, yes, sir.
Coached some good players there at UGA as well. What was your kind of first impression of Coach Fab?
First impression was, I don't know, he was so hyped. I ain't know.
He has energy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has energy and everything. He's very personal. Like he's very hands-on too. Like he likes things to perfection and stuff like that. And I like that. Like keep motivating me and everything to get better.
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about you. We're talking about the school that you're committed to right now in Indiana. People that don't know, I mean, you had well over a dozen scholarship offers. You have somewhere around 15, 16, 17 offers. You chose Indiana over. A lot of schools didn't know about who you were. They got a glimpse in the spring, saw you at camp this summer, and offered you on the spot. Why do you think that is? Talk about your game a little bit. You're 6'2", around 270?
Yes, sir.
Talk about what you do best on the football field.
I guess, like, I'm gonna say I'm a good defensive end. I'm a strong defensive end, but also like a lot of coaches will say like a athletic defensive tackle, like on the pass rush and stuff like that. I can get around and also be able to hold my ground on the run blocks and things like that. So I can bring to the table a solid stern, athletic defensive tackle.
Is that where you plan to play Indiana? D-tackle or defensive end?
They said both, actually. So,
move you around?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to move around a lot this year here. You're going to be standing up probably playing some end, tackle, maybe tight end too.
Yeah.
How excited are you about the future? I mean, coming from Indiana, from Augusta here in Georgia, not really known for its top recruits in this area.
Yeah.
But for you to get that many offers, to have a future at a school like Indiana, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good, but I always try to stay humble and everything. Don't get the big head. I still got another season. Still got another. I got my senior year to be with my friends and everything. So it made me feel good, but I try to stay humble in every way that I can.
Willie, definitely a pleasure talking to you, man. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here, then in Indiana.
I appreciate it.